Hey everybody, we are back. We are back. We are back. Y'all, this wanted to act up today, but guess what? We don't give up that easy. We don't give up. Y'all know I'm not going to give up easy. No, 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 no. Not when I have an awesome and amazing author to introduce you all to. We going to make this happen. Okay. So, welcome everybody. Thank you for tuning in to me, Tanina Motivates. This is broadcasting in different places, and as always, I am making sure that this is public. I am making sure that we tag our author, so that you all know how to connect with her. She is awesome and amazing. I'm so super excited to be introducing you all to my sister, and I'm rocking her shirt today. Hey! So, y'all know what time it is. This right here is the introduction of authors. And so I take time out and I am letting you meet the 32, because I'm number 33, 32 authors of You Can, 33 stories to inspire and uplift everyday people. Yes, you, and you. There is something for everybody. So, I tried to knock us off our square and not allow all this to happen, but God has a way, He has a will, He has a plan, and He is allowing us this opportunity. So as you are chiming in, hi, thank you all for watching us today, darling and honey and sugar pie. I have an opportunity to introduce you all to author Nicole. Y'all, my earrings been acting up all morning. It's just been listen. We here, so y'all just gonna have to look at them the way they are, okay? One look up, one look down. We're just gonna keep rolling with it. So I am here to introduce you all to author Nicole Lofton, and I'm going to read her bio. Then I'm going to let you all see her, hear her, learn from her, grow with her, and all of that other good stuff. So Nicole C. Lofton is an anti-domestic violence advocate, author, certified Christian life coach, and podcast host. The girl got it going on. Do you hear me? After surviving domestic violence and other personal situations in life, Nicole felt led to advocate, educate, and empower others through her story. Nicole has always had a passion for helping others, and because of that, she completed her BA in psychology in 2007 and received her certification as a biblical life coach in April of 2012. Also in 2011, Nicole started her first blog about domestic violence, which has gone on to garner attention and help numerous victims become survivors. Listen, y'all hear and see all these awesome survivors I have. Do you see and hear it? Ain't God good? Nicole's blog, Domestic Violence as a Whole, was also named one of the top 101 domestic violence resources on socialwork.net. You better know it. To this date, Nicole's blog has over 90,000 views. Nicole's blog has also been recognized by some organizations and even some celebrities. Also in 2011, Nicole launched her petition to the NFL in efforts and hopes that they will acknowledge domestic violence awareness by wearing purple, just as they wear pink for breast cancer awareness. One of the reasons behind this is because October is Awareness Month for both causes. That petition has garnered attention and even was the topic of article at ESPNW.com. Since then, many others have also launched similar petitions and hope that the NFL will give more attention, extensive education to their players, and also wear purple to raise awareness. Nicole is also the founder of Faithful Deeds Foundation, a nonprofit that aspires to restore hope by committing faithful deeds to those in need. Throughout Faithful Deeds, Nicole hosts conference entitled From Pain to Purpose. Y'all, I was at one of the conferences at Bond.com, okay? This conference was first put together in October of 2013. She is also a newly self-published author as of January 2013. Woo, woo, woo. Nicole's faith plays a substantial part in her personal and professional life. She aspires to be a beam of light that permits people to recognize the connection between their pain and their purpose. Do y'all see and hear all this awesomeness? Do you see and hear all this awesomeness, huh? I hope you do. I hope you're ready. Thank y'all for sharing this out. Keep sharing this out. Keep sharing this out because I am about to bring up Miss Nicole Lofton. She's awesome. She's amazing, and she's someone you should know. And now you get to know my sister Nicole. Hey,
Hi.
girl. She is no stranger to the camera, so we happy to have you here today. Now, I done read your extensive, beautiful bio. I mean, God has definitely called and ordained you for such time as this, to help and uplift people. And your topic is such a touchy one, yet also such a needed one. And I think it's you and one other author that touches on domestic violence. And I'm so excited because that's something that is serious. It's serious. So a lot of the stuff that the authors put out there, their personal business, their stories of hope, is to show everyday people, hey, we all go through something, but you can.
Right.
So I didn't introduce you and all of that stuff, but it's nothing like a self introduction. So I'm a hush, and I'm gonna let you tell people what you want people to know about you at this moment.
Okay. Well, I'm Nicole C. Lofton. Hey, Janae. I'm Nicole C. Lofton. I am 35 years old. I am a single mom. I have a son, Omari, who just turned 11 on June 2nd. And and basically what you need to know about me, or what you will learn about me if you like were around me, is that first of all, I love God. Everything I do is because of him. Without him there is no me. So the basis of anything that I do, whether it's a podcast, whether it's writing, whether it's my nonprofit, it all stems from him, or my t-shirts, anything, it stems from him. And I love to encourage people. I love to see people win. And most importantly, I love to see people overcome and walk in their purpose.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Now, y'all, I'm wearing one of her shirts. This one says, I choose to reclaim my peace, my mind, my heart, and my power. Can y'all see it all? Can y'all see it? See it all? I'm wearing her shirt. I have her mug too, which I should have had over here with me with some tea in it, honey. But tell people the thought behind this particular shirt, and after you tell them the thought behind this shirt, I put up your website. What can people expect to find on your website? So nice to meet you. Oh, that's so sweet.
Well, nice to meet you too.
What can people expect to find on your website? Again, y'all, I also have a coffee mug, which I should have had right here, with this same saying on it, and it's powerful, it's empowering. I have this shirt, and I also have it in with red with the black writing, and she has some other shirts, and I know I want them all. I love shirts, and I love power shirts, and shirts that are by good people. So she got some other stuff that I know I'm going to get. So I'm gonna go ahead and allow you to tell people about the shirt and tell people about the website.
Okay. So the shirt that you have on, the meaning behind that one. Hey Tammy. The meaning behind that one is basically I was going through a rough time maybe last year, like battling with depression. And I had got fired from my job because I had an issue that came up. I guess you could say it was a health issue. I really don't know what happened. But I was working from home for this company. I won't name a name, but this company, and with this company, it was basically customer service. So I did a lot of typing, and what happened was my hands started cramping up to the point where I couldn't move them, I couldn't use them, I couldn't type, I couldn't write, and it lasted for months. So it lasted from like May 2019 to probably, geez, I don't know, not too long ago. So what I did in between that time was I ended up starting a podcast. And so from there, it was just me making a statement and saying, we're in charge of, how we react to things, how we let things affect us. And it's time to reclaim our time, our power. The choice is ours. Like God gives us so much power. Um, if we just follow him and if we just listen, and and that was the reason why I created that shirt in particular. The meaning behind my clothing line in general which is strength and inspiration. Oh, my chair is making so much noise. Okay, which is strength and inspirational, or strength and inspiration apparel. Is basically just like you, Nina. I love shirts. I've always loved shirts. And hey, Crystal, and and my thing was, because like I didn't have a tattoo, I always felt like a shirt was a way for me to express myself. So I used to always design them, but I used to be too shy and timid to like actually put it out there. And then people would say, "Oh, you should sell it, or you should put it out there." And I'm like, "Oh no, just like really timid." So now I just use it as a way, like I put whatever God, embeds in me, whatever inspiration I can, I put it on a shirt, because I feel like shirts are long lasting. Even if you have to get a bigger or a smaller size later on, it still can last a while. And so when you wear it, it brings people's attention to whatever the statement is, not necessarily you, but whatever the statement is, and that can be an encouragement to them, because I'm all about encouragement. Okay. And then on my website, Purpose Whispers, that's actually the name of my podcast. So on the website, you'll see everything. There's a blog on there. Hasn't been updated in a while, but it's on there. There's a blog on there. There's my podcast, which I definitely recommend checking it out. It's on all platforms, but you can just go to the website and listen to it. But it's on Spotify, it's on Apple, it's on Google Play, it's on Pandora, iHeart, wherever. And the meaning behind Purpose Whispers is just what I feel like when those quietest moments when God speaks to you, because sometimes we're so busy moving around and running around, and we're busy with work, and we're busy with our children, and we're busy with ministry, and we're busy with, whatever comes our way. And we sometimes feel like, oh my goodness, I don't have time to do anything, or is God hearing me? And sometimes it's just those little moments where you take that time out, when you're not doing anything before you go to sleep, or when you first wake up in the morning. If you really just are at peace, God will, what I feel like, whisper to you. So I call it Purpose Whispers. That's the meaning behind it. But also, my clothing line is also on the website. My books are on the website, including promoting the one that we're talking about now, which I'm very excited about. Yes, Janae. And so that's basically it.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. So let's take a moment real quick. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. Woo, woo, woo.
Yes,
Yes,
freedom.
sir. And so definitely got to say happy Juneteenth all across the world to all of our people. And so this shirt is definitely a good Juneteenth shirt. Amen. And your shirt, I see it. What does your shirt say? I see the freedom part.
Freedom is my birthright. Mhm.
Hey.
Yeah, I
So
actually created
shout
this
out to
one
everybody.
a
You
long
said you
time
created that
ago.
one too?
Hmm.
You said you created that one too?
Hmm.
Come
Hmm.
on. So y'all make sure y'all check out her website. Let me throw that up there again. And before we end, I will definitely be throwing up there again. Okay. So y'all got a chance to know her, know what she do, all of that other good stuff. So y'all see why I was like, yay, when she decided to become an author with us. Like, just be so excited. Yes, happy Juneteenth. Um so we're all excited about that as well. So let's get a little bit into talking about the book. Tell people the name of your chapter, why they should read your chapter, and what they can expect from
I don't have a name for my chapter, so that's why you need to read it. So, so I couldn't choose a name for my chapter yet. I'm still thinking about it, but the thing was, what I thought I was going to write about turned out to be something totally different, and I told my story in a way that I've never told it before. So the basis of it still is always pain has purpose. That's my message. That's what God has given me to to tell, and that's what I do. It's not always an easy message because people don't always want to hear that. Hey, can't people don't always want to hear that, especially when they're going through something like pain has purpose. I mean, what does that mean? So thank you. So basically, I just walked through my connection. That how God connected things in my life to where I am today. Like even when I was writing it, I was like, wow, I didn't really pay attention to any of that. But just from like the time where I was in fourth grade to where I am now, just how everything, like my writing, domestic violence, everything just kind of it was on purpose. So that's basically what you'll get from it. You'll be able to start connecting as you read. It'll have you thinking about the things that you've went through in life and kind of start connecting like, oh man, because so many times we go through things and we're so hard on ourselves about them, but we have to realize that everything that happens to us, whether it's good or it's bad, is for a reason, or whether it's good or we deem it as bad, then it's for a reason, it's for a purpose, whether it's to strengthen us, whether it's to give us wisdom, whether it's to encourage us, whether it's for somebody else. It might not even be for us. So that's basically what you can get from my chapter.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So y'all know y'all want to read it already. Like, wait a minute, I need to get to tea. I need to get the story that's untold. And speaking of that, you say you tell it in a way you've never told the story before. You have some other published products. What
Mhm.
other things have you published as far as books and things like that? You already said it's on your website. And we're gonna put your website up again. But let us know. Hello, sir. Let us know what your other published products is
Okay, so my first two, those were like in 2013, and I didn't really plan on writing. One of them is a book. It's called, yeah, my son up here trying to give me encouragement through the door. It's
about.
called, I'll be out in a minute. It's called, oh, he just threw. Okay, so the first one is called Because He Said He Loved Me. It's a short story about teen dating violence. I actually wrote it on my phone. just I wrote it on my phone and I just kind of threw it out there. So it's still up there. Like it's still up there for sale because I don't care. I don't care what anybody thinks. You can say it's horrible, but one thing that you won't be able to say is that you don't get a message from it. And it was my baby. It was my starter. So many times we are ashamed of something that we start with. And because I dealt with so many self-esteem issues, I just decided that I'm not going to be ashamed of it. So that's the first one. And I actually, it's really a powerful story. And it'll take you probably only 30 minutes to an hour to read, if that, 30 minutes to read. And then the other one is a devotional. It's called the Women's Restoration Devotional. I wrote both of those at the same time. Neither one of them was I actually planning on. I just put it out there. And so the devotional is basically to encourage women, who've been through domestic violence or just any issue, whether it's mental health, just to give some encouragement to women. And then the third one is actually a book collaboration that I was a part of back in November. And that was called 365 Soulful Messages, the Right Guidance at the Right Time. And so that one it was 300. It wasn't 365 authors, but it was at least 300, but more. Some people had more than
Wow.
that chapter. So it's 365 messages. And it was pretty cool. It was something that I was subscribed to their newsletter for years. And then that year I was just like, oh yeah, you know what, let me do it. And then I did. But of course, around that time I also almost didn't do it because of my hands. And then somehow God made a way for it to happen. Like they extended the deadline for me. Somebody even paid a portion of it and I didn't know about it. So it was meant to happen. So I was very happy about that I was able to do it. And then lastly, the book I have on my son, Isaiah's Unique.
Yes. Right.
Yeah, so that's one that I wrote a long time ago too, and I never did anything with it. I was, but things happened and I didn't do anything. But since he's older now, he's very animated. I decided to let him animate it so it could be like an audio book, and it basically talks about kids who have differences. Disabilities are differences, but I look at disabilities as differences, as
That's
gifts.
right.
So at that time, he wasn't officially diagnosed with anything, but we had been going through this process for a long time when I was writing it. He just recently got diagnosed with something just last month. So it was very powerful for me and him. It was something that he was excited about. He did awesome. And I was so proud of him. He was so proud of himself. So yeah, it was something fun for us to do during quarantine. And then there's this book that's coming out.
Yay. And this will be on her website too. So if you are a
It's
fan
already
and
on
of
there.
the show, you make sure you connect with her so that you can get this book when it come out from her. Okay. So I am so excited. You just said a whole bunch of stuff, and I realized I got a whole bunch of books and stuff to get of yours. And I'm excited to go and get it one at a time. I'm gonna go get it. And so, but I'm gonna get it all. So I'm not rocking her shirt, and y'all will see me rocking her shirt and a book one day. So in a mug. It's pictures out there floating because I don't play. So you have all this experience, all this awesomeness, all this other stuff. Why did you say, "Hey, I want to join that collaboration"? And it's so amazing that you've already said that in this collaboration you have told your story in a way that you haven't told it before. So, what made this particular collaboration different and made you feel like, yeah, I can join in the ranks on
Oh, well, first of all, because you were the one that were putting it together, I was drawn to it. And then is Crystal still on here? Because Crystal is one of the reasons. I had a session with her one day, and then I think she brought up the fact that you had like encouraged her for something one day. And when she brought up your name, I was like, you know what? I'm about to go tell Nina that I'm signing up for this book because I just felt like it was some sort of confirmation. And I have to tell you, like, I've had some bad experiences, which is why I haven't been writing as much with like book collaborations and trusting people. But you have definitely set the bar for a book collaboration. I've never been a part of one I've seen, because I don't know what people do behind the scenes, but I've seen you work so hard. Like, you've done all this, you've done the interviews. I've never, this is the first time. The last collaboration, it was great, it was, but it wasn't nothing like this. And you always communicate, you always encourage us. So my hat goes off to you because you've done an awesome job. You and the company, you always shout the company out. So I want to shout them out, but I can't remember the name. But the company that does the advertisements, y'all have done an
there. Marketing. Sean.
Shine. Y'all have done an awesome, awesome job. It really made me feel comfortable because I was really nervous about this interview. So awesome. Hats off to you. But that's why. Yeah.
Thank you so much. And it's so amazing how many people have told me how they've had different experiences with different collaborations. And I was like, 33, working with 32 other people, that's a lot, but I'm so glad. And now the next one is going to be 40 people. So I had to question myself, like, do I really want to do 40 people? But it's a 40-day book. So I was like, okay, I got to do what I'm supposed to do. And so I thank you so much for that because that's encouraging for me to keep going on. And so let me take this moment to do this since you kind of brought up that stuff. I want to thank you for your yes. And shout out to Crystal. Thank you, Crystal. You always telling people about our conversation. I appreciate that. I ain't mad at you. I love you, sis. But I definitely want to take a moment and thank you for your yes, because your yes is going to help so many other people. It is a blessing. You were definitely one of the people that God showed me to reach out to and to send a message to because I believe I reached out to you, right?
Yeah.
Um, for the people he put in my heart and my mind, I was like, let me reach out to them.
Mhm.
So thank you so much for your yes. Thank you so much for what you submitted. People will be blessed by it. Lives will be changed by it. And I'm so excited that not just your audience or my audience, but everybody else's audience will get a chance to experience what God did in your life and how He can do the same for them. Listen, people, domestic violence is serious. Dealing with self doubt, dealing with hurt, dealing with all these different things is serious. We can't allow ourselves to be taunted by our past. We can't allow ourselves to be to stay in the dump. Nicole even shared with you all that she was in a place before where she dealt with depression. Listen, we all have dealt with things, but God is there to pull us out and pull us up. He is not trying to leave us by the wayside. He has so many great things for us. And so we got to say, you know what? If they got up, I can too. That's why it's called You Can. We're speaking life into you every time, with every chapter, with every story, with every person, with everything. It is speaking life to you. It's telling you that you can. You can get out of those situations. You can get up from depression. You can survive. And yes, I like the way you said difference too, because I never call them hands a disability. I always say I have a difference, and my difference makes a difference. And so our difference makes a difference. She was letting you know, yeah, I have a child. Yeah, he was diagnosed with something, but guess what? I'm still going for it. I'm still pushing on. So we are encouraging you all to do the exact same thing. Push on. Don't let nothing stop you. Don't let nothing block you. Go forth because you deserve to go forth. I wasn't supposed to say all of that. I just felt kind of like, let me go. So we're gonna break up all the seriousness for 1 second, and I want you to tell us something. Let's get personal. That's kind of the thing I always say. Tell us something interesting about you. Outside of all the serious stuff, I mean, you wearing a lot of hats, you're doing a lot of awesome things. And I know your son is waiting. That son, we almost done. Um, but tell the audience something interesting about you, something that we may not know.
I don't know. Well, I'm I really love music. I really love music. Um, I like to write music. I like to sing it.
Okay. Sing
Um,
for us. Sing for us.
no, no, ma'am. No, and I'm really shy, you all. I'm not playing. So, yeah, but I did for the first time. I recorded something. It was about domestic violence. Actually, it was called Damage Control. I recorded this like I don't know when it was it like 2014 or something like I don't know. It was a long time ago, but I finally posted it on Facebook last year during Domestic Violence Month. It was such a release. But yeah, I love music. I love writing poetry. I've been writing poetry since I was in fourth grade. When I first learned about like Maya Angelou and Langston Hughes, and so yeah, I love those are things I love to do that I don't really showcase. So I love to do that. I love notebooks. Yeah, I don't use a lot of notebooks, but I love them. I just like I just like the fact that they're there and they come in different colors and varieties. And I don't know what else. Yeah, that's
Girl, you did good because I'm putting together our launch, and you done said some stuff about singing, the poetry and stuff. So we'll be in your inbox. I ain't trying to hear no excuses, okay? No excuses. If y'all want to hear her do some poetry or sing, make
don't
sure
y'all
y'all go
comment.
in the
No.
comment box so that she can feel
Yeah.
obligated. She should never told us. She should never told us, okay? Y'all know I get silly at times, but since she told us, she gotta do what she knows to do. Okay. All right, so we're coming to the end. Again, I want to thank you so much. But before we go, I want people to get a taste of you. I want people to be able to experience Nicole. And so this is an opportunity where, we didn't get personal, we didn't laugh, we didn't share a lot of stuff that you have going on and things like that. But you're also a motivational speaker. You're also a speaker. And you have so much in you. And I want to give you an opportunity to let people hear you. We never know who watching what. So I want people to be able to hear you. So just take a few minutes and inspire the people in your own way.
Sure. Well, first, let me say, I don't know why this just popped in my mind, but I forgot who was on yesterday. My short term memory is because I was nervous.
Janae and Jessica.
Janae, yeah, I watched that replay yesterday, and she was just so awesome. Your story was so inspiring. So I just wanted to say that it's really helped me today because her personality was so bubbly and she was just so carefree. So I just loved it. I just wanted to say that because that was the last interview I watched yesterday. So yeah, if I could say anything, I would just say to never give up. Like, I don't care. It doesn't matter how old you are. Thanks, Yolanda. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter where you're at in life. It doesn't matter if you feel like you should be at this place in life, but you're somewhere else. Like, never give up, because at the end of the day, we have to remember that God has a plan for us, right? And He says that in our minds, we make a plan, but He orders our steps.
Come
So
on.
just because you're not where you want to be right now, or things are not going, how you thought they were, or maybe you feel like you're at a certain age and certain things can't happen for you, or you can't do certain things anymore. There's not a cutoff time. As long as you're still alive, you can do whatever God called you to do. And I would encourage anyone on here to do what God calls you to do. Like, don't be afraid of what other people will say. Don't be afraid of what yourself is saying to you. Like, I'll go through those battles with myself, but and if you feel like you don't have a purpose, know that you do have one. And sometimes it just starts small with something that we view as like a hobby or something. But you enjoy doing it, and God put it in your heart, or He gifted you to be able to do that, so go ahead and share it with the world. Just always remember that, in Jeremiah 29:11, He said that He has a plan to prosper us. So always remember that He has plans to prosper us, not to harm us. But we will go through things. We have to go through things. Jesus went through things. We'll go through things. But when we go through things, we have to find the purpose in that pain, which is usually, it could be for somebody else. It's part of your testimony, like I said earlier, to strengthen you, to give you wisdom, to push you forward, to teach you a lesson. It's always positive, because God is our Father, just like how your parents dealt with you when you were young, how they probably still deal with you as an adult. That's how God deals with us. So he teaches us through lessons, and sometimes they're painful, but He has plans to prosper us, not to harm us, and to give us a hope and a future. So God is the architect. So we can make all these plans, and He will give us the desires of our hearts, but it's according to His will. So we have to remember that, like, according to His will. So we can make plans, and He'll probably approve of some of those, but He's gonna order our steps, so it might not look like how we thought it would be. But that doesn't mean to give up on it. That doesn't mean to stop. You know, don't get if you do get discouraged, don't stay there alone. Just know that He has a plan for you. He already had the plan. It was before you were born. That's the reason why you were born, because you have a purpose. I personally believe that everybody in the world has a purpose. Maybe not everybody gets to see that, or gets to experience that. But if you are here and you are listening to this, or you come across this in a replay, just know that you have a purpose. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you have a testimony. If you had cancer, if you had been through domestic violence, if you battled some kind of mental health issue, if you were molested, if you were raped, like, you're here and it was painful, but you overcame, so you can be able to help that next little girl, or that next woman, or that next little boy, or that next man who will go through that. You might have went through a divorce, but hey, maybe you're married now, or you're engaged now, or maybe you're about to be engaged, but you'll still, whatever we go through is part of our ministry. Our lives are ministry. So we have to we have to put that in perspective, because we can't just be out here just living life and not thinking that, hey, that's why we feel like we don't have a purpose, because we kind of just want to live sometimes, not everybody. Hey, Colette. We just live life the way that we want to sometimes, and then we start getting frustrated. But that frustration comes in because God is saying, hey, I have a plan for you. I have a direction that I'm trying to get you to go through. I need you to go there. So until you do that, I'm going to keep disrupting your plan until you
Woman,
start my plan. So never give up, and ask God, what is it that you want me to do? What is it that I can do? You can do it every day. What do I need to do today? Hey, Toya, because every day is something that you could do. Like sometimes I wake up and say, what am I to do? And I go reach out to a random person and speak into their lives that I probably never talked to before, or that I probably seen a long time ago and haven't seen in years. And then they're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe, God, really told you to come to me, and people done it to me too. So it's like, you never know. Just always be aware, even in your conversations, always be aware, because sometimes the enemy will try to disrupt conversations that are meant to be purposeful and meaningful. And check the energy and realize that, hey, you know what? It's probably something that I could do in this conversation that, God will want me to do. So I guess that's all I have to say. Yeah.
so I ain't got a collection plate, but I put up her website. She got shirts, she got books, she got cups, she got all this other wonderful stuff, y'all. She has it all. So go on and support our sister by going to her website, okay? I'm gonna put it up again because she just dropped a lot of motivation on y'all and inspiration, and I don't gotta do it because she did it and it's done. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so excited. I want to thank you, Nicole, because I don't know what the. Let me tell y'all something about these authors. They always talking about they nervous and this and that. Then they get on here and they rock it out. Like make me be like, let me just hush and sit down somewhere and not even worry about nothing. Don't you worry about a thing. Okay, why am I always busting out into her? Y'all pray for me. Y'all pray for your sister. But y'all go to her website, check out her blogs, check out her podcast, check out her products. Again, I'm rocking her shirt, she rocking her shirt. And so you will see that she has a lot of great stuff, a lot of things to offer. I want to thank you for this awesome, amazing interview and how you just dropped all the bombs and gave all the motivation for the whole weekend. If you don't feel like you can fly, you can watch this interview, right? Go back and watch it again. Because I feel like I can fly. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all know I ain't got a little bit of sense. I ain't got no one. I ain't got no one. But Nicole, again, thank you so much. This has been an amazing interview. I am looking forward to the world reading your chapter. I'm looking forward to the world getting to know you even the more. Listen, y'all, we started a community for You Can. So I have a group on Facebook just for the authors, because y'all can't be all up in our business while we getting ready to get this book out into the world. But I just felt it in my spirit that You Can is a community. First and foremost, I will tell y'all this. You Can is my brand baby. That is my brand baby. When I started Nina Motivates 10 years ago, whoop, 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 whoop. This is my 10th year anniversary, my decade. When I
Happy
started this 10 years ago,
anniversary.
I created a CD, and I'm gonna have to pull out one of the CDs just to show y'all. I created a CD. I went in the studio and created a CD called You Can. And when I did that, it was like I was just telling my story in the sense of You Can. And so I'm going to create a YouTube video and have that playing in the background so that everybody can experience the You Can movement. But what I want to say is we all need inspiration and we all have gone through things in life or are going through things in life, and we need people to build us, to help us, to be with us, and all of that other good stuff. And so You Can is that's just like that's my push. And so I have developed the You Can motivational community right here on Facebook. So if you are on Facebook, and I know this is gonna be on YouTube as well, YouTube, go over to my Facebook page. And make sure you all go ahead and join the group. Thank you. Join the group. Join the You Can motivational community group so that not only will it be with the authors, but it will be with any and everybody. Men and women are welcome in the group. It will be nothing but motivation, nothing but inspiration, nothing but uplifting things. And so, You just never know which one when one of these authors gonna pop in and give y'all a little taste of tea or something like that. Because I'm already viewing it up, like brewing it in my head to have them certain ones to come in and just inspire you all because Nicole just dropped all type of bombs. So y'all better get this right now because she ain't always gonna be doing this stuff for free. So and she is for hire. She will come on your virtual event and speak and stuff and such. Get at my girl. Get at my girl. Nicole, we ain't playing this the longest interview I can have 40 minutes and you
I
listen.
know you did my booking agent and everything.
I know, right? Everybody keeps telling me like, girl, don't do that, but I'm like, I'm good. But thank you so much because you have definitely poured out. I know more people are excited for this book because you're in it and because you just poured out, and they can only imagine what they can get from your excerpt in the book. So again, I want to thank you so much, and y'all, we're gonna end this with her website up so that you can screenshot it. You can type it in your phone right now. Make sure you go and support. Make sure you go and view. Make sure you go and subscribe. Whatever it is that she has to offer on that website. Again, thank you all for watching, whether you're watching this live or
Thank
video
you.
replay, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. Share this out. Somebody needs this message. Share it. It's never too late to share. Sharing is caring. So we will see you all soon, and very soon. So thank you all so very much. I'm going. You're welcome. I'm trying to read all the comments. I'm like clicking on the comments. Anyway. Thank you. Yes, ain't it cool? Purpose
Thank
with
you,
the what?
Lauren.
So y'all make sure y'all check my girl out. And until next time, the next interview it was supposed to be tonight. That one was rescheduled. So tomorrow, I think at noon. Let me tell y'all who coming in before I go, because I know y'all used to me several times a day. But today is different. But that's okay because the sister got to go bake. I got a lot of stuff to bake. So tomorrow, Coletta,
Oh,
oh,
yeah,
at noon, at
now
noon
that's gonna be a
tomorrow.
good one.
And then
Colette is powerful. Now
I
that's
know. So
powerful.
y'all come on and look for her tomorrow at noon. We will be right here. And then at 1 o'clock we have Angela McLean.
I
So
love
make sure you all are
that.
here. And she is also the editor for the book. Ooh.
She
So you all
edited
get a chance to meet the editor tomorrow too. So two powerful interviews tomorrow. This was such an awesome, powerful interview. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Nicole. And until next time, bye,
it.
Facebook and
Bye.
YouTube. Sorry, YouTube. Bye, y'all.